can you take us through scoring on that play in the 8th inning, and just what point did you know you could score there?
I mean, going through my head, I'm already running, so any ball that an outfielder moves to his left or right there, I got to score in my head. So that's all I was thinking.
Next question. Jerry?
Jazz, obviously that's a must-win for you guys. As that game's going on, do you feel Ben used the expression all in on their side as well, using the bullpen so early, going to Garrett for 48 pitches. Did you feel as the game got on, it was as much a must-win for them as it was for you?
I feel like every game is a must-win. You know, I feel like, especially for us, it's like we want to win every day. So for us, like I feel like any other professional athlete thinking about a game that they want to play, it's a must-win. You know, we always put everything out there on the line, especially it's the playoffs. You want to win every game. You know, you don't want to have no space or give another team a little bit of an edge. You know, so obviously I think it was a must-win for them.
Randy?
Hey, Jazz, two things. One, can you talk about the play at second base that Fernando Cruz says it just kind of saved the game there? Did you think you had that? And also, how long did it take you to get over the disappointment from yesterday? By the time you came here today, are you over it and saying, all right, we got a game to win, season's on the line?
I mean, the play with Cruz, I'll answer that first. For me, I mean, you know what's going on. It's 3-2 count, runner on second base, runner on first base. They're moving. You see a ground ball, you got to stop it. You got to keep it in the infield. You got to stop that run from scoring. And I feel like at that point, that would have been a really crucial run. So I was just doing all I can just to keep the ball in the infield, like not even trying to make the play at first base, just really trying to keep the ball in the infield. When I caught the balls, when I was like, okay, maybe I can make it at first base. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just stopping that run from scoring. And to your other question, I mean, like I said, like anything to help us win, like the next day, it's win today, you know? So all that was clear before I came to the field today. After I left the field yesterday, it's win the next game. It's a winner, go home for us, so it's all about winning.
How did you get over that, though? Was it home last night, or what helped you get through
I
that?
played MLB The Show, and I mercy roll someone. That's how I get my stress off.
Good.
It's just true.
Far right, Bill?
How key, it seemed like you had to play at first base during that 7th inning. What were you thinking there as far as throwing the runner out at first base?
I was just trying to keep it in the infield, out or safe. I was just trying to make sure the runner didn't score.
And everything is okay between you and Aaron Boone?
There was never a problem between me and Aaron Boone. He's been my manager all year, and I stood behind him all year. So we always have disagreements. I mean, I played third base this year, and we had a little bit of a disagreement in that. But at the end of the day, I always stand with Booney because he always understands where I come from. He knows I'm a passionate player. He knows I wear my feelings on my sleeve, and he knows that I'm there to compete. So.
Any other Jets? Okay, we're going to go to Nate.
Jazz, when we've seen Fernando Cruz be emotional before, but when he gets that last out there in the 7th and is coming off the field, I mean, what did you think of that, and what kind of lift did that provide for the team?
Have you ever watched like The Lion King? And you see when they like Simba did his roar when he was like a younger pup? That's what that reminded me of. Like that's what it really reminds me of, because like, you know, he really has those high spirits, you know, like walking around the clubhouse you would never know that he did bad or good, you know, like all day. He just has that high energy every day. And just watching him go out there and getting out of that jam just shows you, like, you know, how much heart he has, you know, like he's always gonna fight. He might be a little lion one day, he might be a big lion one day, you know, like we go through the hard times, but you know, at the end of the day, like that's the guy I trust going out there every time. He's gonna be emotional most of the times, but you know, we love it, you know.
I'm going to take two more. We got Carlos Rodon. Erica?
You have a whole Luffy outfit today, and he has a skill called the Gear 2, which enhances his speed. You think he was as fast as Luffy tonight?
Yeah, I think I was faster than Luffy tonight. I like that question.
A lot. Chris, you're on the left.
I've got to ask you, which team did you play with last night in MLB The Show? And what was the score?
It's called the New York Aliens. It's my own personal made team. You got me, Ken Griffey Jr. on it. Jimmy Rollins. I mean, it's kind of a cheat code, but you know, we're playing online, having fun, but it's a lot of fun.
What was the score?
The score was 12-1.
Do you feel like this is the greatest groove you've ever been in as a professional player?
I don't know if I'd say that, but I mean, definitely like the momentum I got going right now, and that the team has going right now. So, feel like we're in a good place.
Okay, down here in the middle on the left.
Ben, you ended the regular season on quite a hot streak of home runs tonight. What's been working for you so well at the plate lately?
I think just being aggressive to where and what I'm looking for in the zone. Just always coming up there with a plan, being convicted in that, and just being ready to go.
Far right down over here, Bill.
And how key was Jazz Chisholm's defensive play in the 7th inning?
It's unbelievable play. That's what you're gonna get from him. Just a guy who's gonna give 110% every play. We saw him run the bases there too, scoring all the way from first base on Wellesley's hit. So, I mean, just what a play. He's a really special athlete.
Did you think he had a chance to throw him out? I know he was safe on the play.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be close.
Okay, down here in the front row, Dan.
And just the home run there in your first postseason at bat, what did that feel like?
Felt amazing. No, it felt really good. Just to, obviously coming off of a loss yesterday too, and to kind of set the tone for us there early in the first inning, get us out to a lead. It felt really good.
And just coming off of yesterday not playing, was that at all on your mind? Was that tough to deal with?
No. I mean, I know my role, and yesterday my role was to, be ready for a big at bat off the bench, and today I was starting. So the approach doesn't change. I mean, I'm just going to be prepared for every at bat I get and every chance I get.
The line drive to right field, did you think that was going to have a chance?
I don't know. I've had a good amount of those this year, right? So I figured I honestly hit it a little too hard. So I ended up going right at him. But yeah, I thought, obviously when you score one up, you think it's going to be a hit. But I saw that he basically didn't even have to move to catch it, so that was tough.
Okay, quick down here in the front, on the right.
You looked pretty animated as you were passing the dugout on that home run. Just what exactly is going through your mind at that moment?
Yeah, kind of like what I was just describing about, yesterday, just, losing a tough one there and being able to set the tone early for us in the first inning and give us a lead. I know it just was able to get the boys fired up, so being able to set the tone like that was huge.
We're going to go far right again, Brian.
Ben, we know your story. Yankee fan, grew up in Red Sox country. What does it mean to play in a series like this? What does it mean to your family?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So cool to, one, just be a part of the rivalry now. But yeah, just given where I'm from and where I grew up and all that, just makes it all that much more special.
Did you think about that at all tonight?
Of course, yeah. It's just makes you that much more excited to be a part of it. Having that story, so it's cool.
You're on the left, over here.
Obviously, that's a must-win for you guys right there. Do you feel the urgency on their side increasing as they bring in their bullpen early and extend Whitlock, I think, to a season-high 48 pitches? Do you feel that they saw that as much of a must-win as you did?
Absolutely. I think we kind of anticipated that going into today, and that's why it was so important for us to jump out to an early lead and make them go to their bullpen right away and use all their guys. So, yeah, I think we all kind of had that read on it that they were gonna, go all in and try to match up with every single lane that they had.
On the far right over here.
Ben, how would you describe Fernando's reaction coming off the field when he got out of that inning?
Yeah, that's pretty on par for him. I honestly wasn't surprised at how excited he was, and I felt like I could see every vein popping out of his head. But that's what you get from him. That's the intensity you get, and we're really lucky to have him.
Okay, we'll take one more here in the middle. Levi.
Ben, now you're having a third game. How much help your hunger and the win today for the next game tomorrow?
Like, how much does it help going into tomorrow? I mean, great. Helps, make you feel like you're in a good spot. And of course, was able to help the team win today. So just gives myself and the team a lot of confidence going into tomorrow.
How would you assess your outing tonight?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a battle. They strung some good at-bats together, but, defensively we had some great turns. Cruz picked me up there in the 7th, and then, I think we played a pretty complete ball game tonight. The boys swung it late. We ran the bases really well. I mean, played some good baseball and got out of there with a win, so looking forward to tomorrow.
Any next question, far right?
You mentioned Cruz helping you out of that.
Yeah.
Just what has he meant to this team this year, and how would you describe his reaction coming out of the field?
Yeah, I mean, he was pumped up, as he should be. I was too. He's kind of been our fireman, and we use him in those big situations like that. And I mean, what an outing there for him to keep the game tied and give us a chance. So that was huge.
Hey Nate, all right?
Carlos, just your thoughts on Austin Wells tonight. Had the big hit at the end, but also the job he did behind the plate, all that.
Yeah, I mean, he managed the game really well, as always. He's really turning quite the player. And then the big hit there in the 8th what a great at bat, tough at bats, pulling some tough pitches, and then gets out in front of on the changeup and just rides it out. And then Jazz, the score from first there. You saw the speed, the athleticism he brings, and I mean another great play there in the 7th for Jazz, save a run. So he had a big part in tonight's game as well.
Okay, got anything else, Carlos? Jerry, on the left?
Obviously, that's a must-win for you guys. But as the game's unfolding and they start using their bullpen so early, and Whitlock goes 48 pitches, do you feel that becomes as much of a must-win game for them as it was for you guys?
I mean, I feel like any game's a must-win game when you get to the playoffs. So, they have a good bullpen. They try to run something there, and they threw the ball well. They kept the game close, and I'm sure you'll see a bunch of bullpen arms possibly used tomorrow as well. I mean, every game's a must-win game. Obviously, tomorrow's a must-win game for both of us.
Can you walk us through the interaction you had with Boone in the 6th when he came out? Was he looking to take you out and you kind of had to argue your way to stay in, or did you get the sense of like he was going to leave you in that spot?
I playing under Boone for 3 years now, I get a sense of the demeanor when he walks out. At times, he makes a decision early and he points, but when I saw he crossed the line, didn't put his arm up, I knew I had a chance at a rebuttal, so I hit him straight with it. I was like, all right, here's my shot, and I got to be pretty upfront with it, so I said I'm staying in, and it worked out. Obviously, the big double play there, it was a great turn. Jazz gets it out quick, and then Volpe with a strong throw, so it was good.
With Cam going tomorrow night, how would you kind of describe your confidence level in the rookie taking the ball for the Yankees tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows the kind of stuff that Cam has. He's equipped well with a pretty impressive arsenal. I'm excited to see him go to work. I'm excited to see how the energy in the crowd and how he interacts with that. It's going to be really good for him. He needs to experience this, and I'm looking forward to seeing him dominate tomorrow.